Hi, Edexcel Summer 2013 C4, and it's question 1, nice and easy start, and it's 7 marks, and we have to integrate by parts x squared e to the x, and this is lovely because this should be one of the ones that we learn from when we learn how to, this is one of the standard 4 that we do, when we learn how to integrate by parts, and for 2 marks we've got to put some limits in and find the value. So first of all, let's call that I, the integral, and we choose x squared to differentiate and e to the x to integrate. We choose x squared to differentiate because we're going to reduce the power of x's by differentiation. So the first part, we leave x squared alone, we integrate e to the x, we get e to the x. We take away the differential of x squared, which is 2 to the x, and we integrate that times the integral of e to the x, which is e to the x, and we integrate with respect to x. So the first part stays as it is. We integrate. Let's put this in a bracket because I'm going to take away all of this, and rather than get confused with my signs, I'll put it all in a bracket and then sort my signs out after. So integrate 2x e to the x. We've got to do that by parts. This is a second pass. This is a second integrating by parts. So we choose 2 to the x, 2x to differentiate, e to the x to integrate again. So the first part to the differential one stays as it is. We integrate e to the x, which is e to the x, and we take away the integral of differentiate 2x, we get 2, and integrate e to the x, we get e to the x, and integrate that with respect to x. And we get that when we take the brackets out, and then don't forget, add the c, it's indefinite. And if we tidy that up, we get this. We start off with a quadratic times e to the x, and we finish up with a quadratic times e to the x. And if you notice, I've got x squared minus 2x, which is the differential of x squared, and then plus 2, which is the differential of 2x, plus c. So that pattern continues. If we look a bit further, then integral of x cubed e to the x outside the bracket, inside the bracket, x cubed, differential of x cubed, and the sign is minus, then the sign is plus, and we differentiate 3x squared, we get 6x, then we change the sign to minus, and we differentiate 6x, we get minus 6. And if we go on, x for e to the x integrated is e to the x outside the bracket, and then we've got a sequence, or a series, whichever one you want to call it, a polynomial of x to the power 4, or degree 4, and x to the power 4, change the sign, get a minus, differentiate x4, we get 4x cubed, differentiate 4x cubed, we get 12x squared, change the sign, differentiate, and you get the idea, and so on. Part B, definite the integral now, put the limits in. So there's our format. Substitute 1 is this part, and we get e to the 1, which is just going to be e, 1 squared, take away 2 1s, plus 2, and then take away, substitute 0 in, so 0 for x, e to the 0, that's going to be 1, 0 squared is 0, 2 zeros is 0, and then add 2, and if we tidy it up, we get e minus 2, and that's it. That's a really nice standard, introduction to the paper, really, 7 marks. Hope you enjoyed that. Best of luck with your exams. Please check out my other videos. Bye for now.